As is the case every year, there's a lot of focus on the Super Bowl commercials, both the good and the not so good ones. One favorite among many is the commercial from the NFL itself that featured an epic touchdown celebration.
Gonna work on that thing? Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it.
Now I had the time of my life.
The New York Giants' Eli Manning and Odell Beckham Jr. put their own spin on the big number from the movie Dirty Dancing. The ad pokes fun at all the creative end zone dances since the NFL relaxed its rules on touchdown celebrations last year.
Other commercials that are scoring with fans include the ones from Dorito, Amazon, and Tide.
But there are also those that people would rather forget, and some stirring up a little bit of controversy from our this. We're joined live in studio by Ashwin Navin, co-founder and CEO of Samba TV. Welcome. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I don't know if it was just me because I have Alexa, but I thought that was the winner for me. I mean, it was comical. It had, Anthony Hopkins, Jeff Bezos making it. Did it work for you?
It was a brilliant ad. From a creative perspective, to have that much firepower from Hollywood participating in the Super Bowl, it was a great ad, one that will be remembered for quite some time, for sure.
Right.
A lot of people slamming Dodge Ram trucks, using the speech, the drum major speech from Martin Luther King Jr. to sell vehicles. A lot of people said that was in very poor taste.
Well, Dodge has taken some risks in recent years. They take a serious tone with some of their ads, and they've taken a lighter tone. They also ran the ad with the Vikings coming in on a boat with a truck in tow to Minnesota, for the Super Bowl, and then turning around when they realized it wasn't the Vikings. So they had a lighter tone, but on the serious tone, in recent years, they've run an ad with Paul Harvey talking about, thank God for farmers, speaking to a very niche and focused audience in the heartland of the country. With this one, it didn't seem to resonate. I think maybe some of the wounds around racial divides are too fresh, and it was courageous to do it at the beginning of Black History Month, but it felt like they were taking advantage of a voice that wasn't necessarily commercial to sell trucks.
I like funny ads because, you're watching the game, you're in a good mood, you've been eating and drinking, and so I like the Sprint AI commercial where the robots are, talking, and all of a sudden the robot's telling him he has the wrong phone. Thing. What do you think about that one?
Well, it was definitely comical. Like it definitely got the chuckles, at least in my household. It came early in the game. The viewership in our estimation actually climbed throughout the game.
Right.
So, you have a strategy when you're an advertiser. Do you go early or do you go late? In a blowout game, you might miss audience. That particular ad did not get the highest viewership simply because it appeared so early.
It's all a gamble. What about two companies coming together? That's kind of something new that we saw in regards to Mountain Dew and Doritos, and another, top three in my list. I thought that worked. Do you see this happening in the future of companies coming together?
I do. So these big companies, these consumer product companies like Pepsi, they have multiple brands. They've got chip brands, they've got drink brands. You saw Tide do this as well. Tide did this with Old Spice. They've got multiple brands in their portfolio that they can bring together in a really creative way. And both companies did that very well this year.
Anything that smacks of politics, like, for example, they had an ad, I think it was T-Mobile, where they had babies, kind of lying there, and the camera pans over them, and it's talking about equality. Well, I follow Twitter and the game, and some people thought, well, that's kind of political. I mean, are you taking a chance if you're a company and getting anywhere near anything that could be considered political?
This is a sensitive topic right now. I don't know about you guys, but certainly in our household during the Star Spangled Banner, we were just sort of holding our breath. Is this going to be another scenario where you see a boycott during the anthem? There wasn't this year, but certainly going up into the Super Bowl, this was a topic. Even at the President's State of the Union address, you certainly, invigorated that topic. So coming in, it was a risk for brands to touch on it, and a lot of these emotions are quite fresh right now. So I applaud the courage that brands have to try and bring people together, but sometimes it does come across not as authentic as it should.
Okay, Ashwin Navin of Samba TV, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, guys.
We'll be right back.